this is just a quick tutorial on how to set up your Accountobot account. There's not actually all that much that needs setting up, but let me show you how stuff works anyway. So you're going to need a plan. You should have just subscribed to the, whichever one makes sense for how many sales you're getting. You're going to get more than that with one store, so I would say probably go for the professional if you're starting with one store. But then, if you're doing multiple, obviously you're going to need a bigger one. But you can get your first month for $1, so that's a great deal, so do that. So this is, of course, the dashboard where you're dropped. You have a plan already, but I don't. And then it's going to take a little bit of time to import all your records from eBay. Now, I didn't have any records because I hadn't gotten any sales on that eBay account because I just made this eBay account brand new to show you how to set this stuff up. So it would be importing all your records and showing all of them, but I don't have that here right now. Now, there are a whole lot of things that you can show, and the pink means that it's being shown, I believe. Let me see here. Date sold, but if I click it, it goes away. Okay, cool. So you can really customize this, and you can link all your eBay accounts like before. We'll get there, but this is basically like going to be like a spreadsheet kind of thing. And the cool thing is, eBay's usually charges roughly 10%, and then PayPal charges 2.9%. But if you have a store, then your eBay fees actually go down to like 9% for most categories, but then in some categories it's actually less, and in some categories it's the full 9%. It's a little bit wishy-washy and all over the place and hard to keep track of, but Accountobot is great because since it's authorized to your eBay account, it just looks at every single sale, calculates the exact, not even calculates, it just looks what eBay says the exact amount of fees that you got charged for that listing are, and then it records them. So very useful, and you can use this to just customize what you actually want to see in this report. There's a whole lot of stuff, so you could make it date sold and eBay store, and let's see, take off record, but whatever. You can completely customize all this stuff. You can even add in like cashback percents and discounts and like all different stuff here. So it's very good, and it can keep you nice and organized. There's some tutorials here. Now there's this downloads tab, so let's click over there. And this is for downloading a report. So you can say for either this specific eBay account, or you can do for all eBay accounts that I have here, or whatever. For all my accounts that are linked, show me every single sale and all the data from this to this, and then you can run it, and it will basically create a download for you so that you can just download that as a CSV. So very useful. This would just be blank for me because I haven't gotten any sales on this account because it's just a test. But yeah, it's very useful. So analytics. Now this will show you a lot of cool details. We are just using Amazon in this course, but if you were using multiple ones, there's a really cool thing that I like. Down here, basically, you can see profit by supplier. So this is like a pie chart. Be a circle here and a circle here. So you can basically see, like, for example, let's say Amazon was 50% of your orders and Walmart was 50% of your orders. Then it would be like a pie chart split down the middle, Amazon on the left, Walmart on the right. But then this graph, since it knows your profit, it'll show you your profit. So let's say, maybe it's 20 total sales or whatever, 10 Amazon, 10 Walmart. But then if you made more money on the Walmart ones and you made less money on the Amazon ones, then you can sort of see that percentage. So maybe you made maybe only 30% of the profit was from Walmart, but then the 70% was from Amazon, so then your Amazon items are usually selling for more, blah blah blah. There are complications with using other suppliers than Amazon, and that's why I don't use them, but it's a very neat feature to have, and you can sort of use this to say like, okay, well, I'm getting more sales here or more sales there, but more of my profit is coming from this supplier, so maybe you want to focus on that. So it's a really cool feature that I'm sure will be useful to some people, just not probably us, because we're just doing Amazon only. And then this will also show you for your accounts, your sales each day, just kind of a graph, just some data, average profit per order, average price per order. This info would be way more accurate than RBShip's info because this actually has all of the details and stuff. Whereas RBShip, we don't usually give like fully, completely, perfectly accurate information just because it doesn't really matter all that much. So, yeah, and let's see, is there anything else important here? Profit margin, percents, and stuff if you want to see that too. Yeah, so then expenses. Okay, so this is another way because if you have an expense, for example, let's say you have a virtual assistant. I can't type, and I don't care. And then it cost me $300 to have my virtual assist Nat working for me. and then this is the date that I paid, and then you can click add, and that adds it as an expense for this month. And then you can also add something else here. So for example, price tracking, you can add that in there, and then currency USD, and it cost $40 because we're using Yably, and then we're using the 1,000 thing plan. You're gonna want to use the real number. Maybe it's 38, 39. I don't remember. It's basically $40. And the date paid, and you click add. So basically, you just add all these fees, and then they get calculated in with all the rest of your expenses. And you do this for each month. You can backdate it too if you need to. But yeah, you add that each month because your expenses might change as you increase plan sizes and things like that. So anyway, how do I get this to go away? December. Okay, there we go. Anyway, profit calculator is kind of cool. There are free websites on the internet that you can do this with too, but it is a nice little thing. So eBay fees are, let's say, 10%. PayPal fees are 2.9%. And then 30 cents for every transaction. So let's see. So if it costs $7 to buy on Amazon, and we sell it on eBay for, say, $16, and then we've got supplier shipping none because we'd be using Prime and it's free. eBay shipping, like if you were charging for shipping, you could charge $2 for shipping. Then if you wanted to add that to your profit. But I just always say go free shipping because that gives people a reason to buy from you. And people hate doing math, so they always will go for someone with free shipping over someone who's charging. Also, if you're getting like a 5% discount on your cash back, you can add that in here. Or actually, I guess you just do 5 like that. See, that raises the profit a little bit because that's our cash back. So anyway, yes, this is how pretty much this works, and then you can say, this I think again is another, just like with Trackerbot, this is one of those tools that's probably more useful if you're listing manually, but it is cool to know that it exists, and this one is pretty nice looking, and you can just, sort of see like, okay, what if I price $16.24, how much do I make? Right there, it shows you, cool. So settings, let's come over here. Now, VAT, I don't really know anything about this because it has to do with non-US stuff, and I don't really do that. So if you know about VAT, then this is a spot for it. You, of course, do not want to include, you don't want to charge sales tax on eBay and then include that as profit because that is illegal. Especially if you're in the US, you could get in a lot of trouble for that. But there are a lot of dropshippers that are stupid and do it anyway and just risk it, so they have this here as an option. Don't do that, though, because it's illegal, like I said. You're not allowed to just charge extra tax. That's not really tax, because if you charge tax, then that actually has to go to the government, and you're not allowed. And then they've also got some other settings here about global shipping program, blah, blah, blah. Cashback settings, this is all just stuff. If you've got like a discount, you can include it. And then if you have multiple Gmails, you can add them, but we just have the one Amazon account, so just adding this one Gmail is fine. If you're using AliExpress as a supplier, there's an option here, but we're not. And then you can add more eBay accounts here, just like the same way we added this other one. And then it looks like they've got an affiliate link thing there. So yeah, I think that's pretty much everything that's important about Accountobot. You pretty much just link it up to everything. Put in those couple little things that I just went over in this, and then you'll just have a super detailed profits sheet here that just shows you every single bit of everything and exactly how much you made. So very, very useful. Highly recommend that you use Accountobot. You don't have to, but if you're doing it yourself manually, it's a much bigger pain. Highly recommend using Accountobot. Accountobot is great, and it'll just give you like a really nice detailed profits sheet here and just show you exactly how much you made.
Anyway, guys, that's it for this video. If you're new to dropshipping and you're trying to figure out how to get started, I've got a full free set of training videos down there, link in the description. It goes over everything you need to know about how to get started making money online. And the average person following my method makes around $500 to $800 profit per month after expenses for each 1,000-item eBay store that they have set up and running. They're really not that hard to get started. If you've got any questions about anything dropshipping related, feel free to hit me up on Facebook. I'll put a link down there, as well as a link to a group that I started with hundreds of other dropshippers that you can join. I post new content on this channel every couple days, so go ahead and subscribe and click the notifications, and I'll see you back here with another video in a couple days.